What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ECC Season 7, Week 6 League Play. We're going to see Fort Templar Saffron versus Ascension Helios. I am Mikey once again, and I'm joined by the legend, that is Mr. Dennis. How's it going over there, sir?
I'm doing great. Had a busy evening, to be fair, with scrims, with Rocket League matches. And actually, I've just came out of a scrim against Ascension Helios. So really interesting how they're going to play in this series against Fort Templar Saffron. 4th place against 6th place. Still everything to play for both teams. To get into that top 4, to get into playoffs, both teams can still make it. But yeah, this is a really important series for both of these teams. So I can't wait for this series to get started.
Absolutely. A very, very vital series as we're getting into getting into them final few weeks. Everyone's trying and they're fighting, they're clawing their way to them playoff spaces. What's your prediction, sir? Who are you thinking is going to take this one?
Well, I don't really know a lot about Fort Templar Saffron, if I'm honest. If I'm just having a quick look on the roster, we see Crispy, we see Breed 12am, and we see Hiroki. So I know Hiroki and Crispy a little bit. And well, I know that Helios, they are using their sub, though their sub is also a really good player. And of course, like the addition of Drazo, I've just seen in the scrim, he's a very, very talented, very good player. And yeah, I think really Fort Templar Saffron is going to have a really hard task defending him. So in the end, I'll go for Ascension Helios with a 3-1. I think they will be the dominant side in this game. And, a 3-1, I think that's what's going to happen in this series.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty standard sort of that is pretty much what could happen here. You've got a really good roster in Ascension Helios. We've seen them time and time again. We've seen Drazo, we've seen Drewman put in some absolutely mechanical masterpieces at times. Fort Templar Saffron, I don't know that much about them either. I've heard Crispy and I have heard Brie a few times. I've heard of them, so I know that they're talented. And, at the moment in this division, you've got Primal Esports at the top, and then Godalians Celeritas in 2nd place. And then you've literally just got from 3rd to 6th. These are the all-important places because top 4 reach playoffs. You got Fort Templar Crimson, Ascension Helios, the GC Pops, and Fort Templar Saffron are all sat there on 3 points. So this game, 2 of them teams are in action now. This game is really down to the wire at this point, and it could go either way, realistically. But Ascension Helios, on paper, are definitely the stronger roster.
Yeah, on paper, they are the stronger roster. I think rank-wise, they are a bit better than Fort Templar Saffron. Of course, rank, it doesn't say anything, or well, it doesn't say much, but still, you have that advantage already with, with being a little bit higher ranked than your opponents, having a little bit maybe more experience playing against higher level people, against people who maybe like 1700. I don't really know like the ranks really from Fort Templar Saffron, but I think it's around like 1500. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting how they're going to play against this Ascension Helios side. So Ascension Helios, yeah, they're pretty much the favorite side here, and Fort Templar Saffron coming here as the underdogs, hoping to get a result out of this series. So I can't wait for this series to get started. So I'll just give the players a go, and then we can finally get this series started between Ascension Helios and Fort Templar Saffron. Of course, Drazo, Druben, and FZ in the blue for Ascension Helios, and Brie, Crispy, and Hiroki in the Fort Templar Saffron orange. And now we see Drazo up to the side. We already see Crispy rocking the Betables, the new Betables, unlocked it today. And well, we already see it here in the ECC. Great to see Drazo putting the ball upwards. Crispy defending that. The ball gets into the middle. FZ tries to get it from the corner. Crispy now tries to take a little bit of control. Goes up to the side now. Crispy gets it again. Druben goes up for it, up from the wall. Brie going for it. Good shot, but it's not in. As we now see the ball going to the side of Fort Templar Saffron. Hiroki needs to rush back, but makes it in time, as we now see the ball on the wall. Crispy goes with the battle bus, tries to do something with it. It looks really clumsy with the battle bus, I have to say, but it looks really funny, to be fair. And if I just talking about the battle bus, what do you think about the update and the whole the Fortnite the battle bus update? What do you think about that?
No, just no. Don't do it. Why? We came to Rocket League to get away from Fortnite, and now you've brought us this. Not impressed with life, but I feel like that's gonna be. I'm looking at it. It's an absolute weapon, isn't it? You can just stop and be a brick wall for like anybody. Ain't nobody getting past that.
Yeah, very true. Well, let's see if it's actually going to turn out for Crispy, I think, who's rocking the battle bus. So yeah, for now, goalless game. 3 shots from Ascension Helios, 1 shot from Templar Saffron. Quite back and forth so far. We have seen not really dangerous attempts yet, as we now see the ball going into the corner. Bree misses the ball actually, but Druben just flicks it over the bar. FZ now, a little bit of time, but just gives a possession away. Hiroki, the defensive half. Crispy, no boost to work with, tries to get a block with the battle bus, as big as it is. Can't get a block though. So now see Crispy, tries to take a little bit of control, gets it into the middle. FZ gets it to Drazo. Drazo, a lot of time to work with. We know that he can do a lot of things in offense, but now he just gives the ball to Druben. But Druben can't finish the ball off though. FZ now with an attempt, gets a double actually, but no goal yet. And now we see Ascension Helios. They kind of pressuring for Templar Saffron a bit. They get the chances, and it's now a little bit waiting for Ascension Helios to finally finish those chances they're having now.
Yeah, they're definitely getting the chances. The opportunities are there, but they're just not being finished. And I think, at the moment, we're only in game 1. We see this in a lot of series in game 1, is things are a little bit slower, a little bit methodical, as people are trying to figure out how each of the teams really play. And at the moment, it does seem to be that way. They haven't figured out how to break down that door so far. 2 minutes left of this series. Who's going to break down the wall first?
Yeah, that is the question. It's just now, for Templar Saffron with a few chances, with a little bit of pressure. As we now see the ball onto the side, after that, into the middle, Drazo. Maybe gets it again, he just can't get a double. Now the ball is up to the wall, into Crispy. Now, Crispy, can't really get a connection with his teammate, unfortunately. Bray now missing the ball. You see FZ pushing the ball into the middle. Bray flicking backwards, double commit though. Drazo going up for it, and that's in. I thought it was bouncing at the crossbar, but still it gets in. Drazo finally, after 3.5 minutes played, we see the first goal of the series.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there from Rue, just props it open. You can't do that against somebody like Drazo, because Drazo will just go in there and dunk it in that net. And Ascension Helios, they've taken the lead in the series.
Yeah, they have the lead in the series, and it's actually pretty fun to see someone called Bray playing in the full Templar Saffron side, because I know that there's also a Bray in the Ascension Helios side. Well, she's not playing today, but it would have been really confusing if there would have been 2 Brays today on the pitch. Kinda happy she's not playing today, but talking about the game, it is Ascension Helios, not with Bray, but with the lead, 58 seconds to go. And well, they're doing quite well so far. Can they keep it up though? That's the question in game 1.
Yeah, I think they really can. I think at the moment, the offense is thick and it is fast. It is just one of them things where, you've got 40 seconds. It isn't like you've got 3.5 minutes left. We've kind of got used to it at this point. They're getting the flow of how each other play. They're getting the flow of how the opponents play. The shot comes in from Druben, and 2-0, 30 seconds left. Can Templar Saffron do anything about it?
Well, yeah, that's a question. Druben with a great finish from him after the assist of Drazo. Great work by Drazo as well. But yeah, for Templar Saffron, they have been quite sitting in the back full with the whole game so far. And, well, that will just cost you goals. You're not making any goals like that, and you would just concede like we see here in game 1. 24 seconds to go. It looks like a done deal, but I don't want to say that early, because, well, for Templar Saffron, they can still come back if they just give everything in offense now. But Drazo now with the ball, possession from the wall. That should be a goal. It is a goal. FZ will get the 3rd goal for Helios, and that's probably the decider of this game 1.
Yeah, Crispy. Not very impressed with himself there. And 3-0, 11 seconds is pretty much that'll pretty much is the game unless some miraculous plays come here. But 3-0, game 1, you know, if you're FT Saffron, gotta hit that reset button.
Yeah, most definitely. Just turning on the monitors would be a wise decision right now. Losing 3-0 is not really the game one you would have hoped for. We've seen some mistakes from the Full Templar Saffron defenses. And well, yeah, that's in the end able to just cost you goals. It has been a really good Ascension Helios side. Of course, they've had a really good warm-up before as well. Just, yeah, they had a good scrim, and that definitely, I think, helped them going into this series. 3-0, really dominant result, and well, it's just, you know, if they can keep it up, I can really see a 3-0 happening. But for Templar Saffron, you can't underestimate them. It is not a bad team either, so, you know, they need to get kind of out of defense. They didn't really have the connection with the players, which in the end just, they couldn't make any goals out of that. Like, they tried passing, but there was no one there every time. And, well, that is not going to make you goals. Ascension Helios, though, we've seen some connection between them. Great to see. So for now, Ascension Helios really on a good run, but for Templar Saffron, can still come back. It's only game 1. Game 2 is about to come up very shortly.
Yeah, it did feel like that entire game was pretty much all Ascension Helios. I didn't really see much from FT Saffron, you know. As much as they got a few saves here and there, it just felt like there wasn't much life from them as a team. And I'm hoping that going into game 2, they will wake up a little bit and be like, okay, you know, we need to step it up now. We need to do something different. And, you know, if their plays weren't working in the way that they wanted it to in game 1, switch it up. Go for more demos, you know, go for boost starving. Do things that will disrupt the play for the opposition.
Yeah, most definitely. We were going to see if that's going to happen this game. Can Full Templar Saffron get out of the losing streak? Well, at least the losing game they've had here before. Now game 2, a completely new game, a chance to reset, but you don't want to, you know, let your opponent be in match point already in this series. Well, yeah, if Helios is gonna get 2-0 up, being so dominant and getting the momentum on their side, I can really see a clean sweep happen. And right now we see a great double actually from FZ. I think he got a second touch on that. And after 30 seconds, Helios with a beautiful goal get themselves in the lead.
Y'all, that was some Houdini. That was some Houdini right there. Like, excuse me? That should be illegal. You should not be allowed to do that. But what a goal. Straight up 1-0 Ascension Helios 30 seconds into game 2.
Yeah, great car control from FZ actually. Just recovering to get a double from the crossbar. Tight angle. But yeah, not tight enough for FZ, who is able to make that goal. Beautiful goal for Helios, who is already in the lead. Another time in game 1 we have seen them in the lead. We haven't seen any goal from Full Templar Saffron. And well, if this is going to be a clean sweep, we're nearly on the half time of, you know, of this whole series. Maybe we can see a first goal happen here from Full Templar Saffron. We should now see Hiroki going up for that. And that's actually the first goal. Kind of jinxing for Ascension, but Full Templar Saffron, yeah, equalizing here in after 1 minute played. Great goal by Hiroki.
Yeah, that was a great goal right there. You know, their rotation was pretty on point there, and that worked really, really well. Unfortunately for Ascension, it just didn't end up happening. You know, they weren't able to keep it out of that goal. And now it's all even. And we are seeing a little bit of life from Fort Templar Saffron. Are they able to convert that into anything more than just an equalizer, though? It's yet to be seen.
Yeah, they need to do something else. Well, I have talked about passing plays, but now we see Ascension Helios doing it. For Templar Saffron, they haven't been really doing those. And yeah, that's what Ascension Helios is doing a lot more, which just makes, it gets you a lot more goals, which we have seen in, well, especially game 1 and now game 2. We have seen Ascension Helios being in the lead, and Full Templar Saffron finally get out of their goalless streak in this series. Now we see Crispy going up for it. So does Bray. Both can't get the ball into goal though. A backflip by Hiroki should be a goal now. Drazo capitalizing on the great blunder from the Full Templar Saffron defender. And that's the 2-0 for Helios. Big mistake there from Hiroki.
Yeah, you just can't do that. You just can't do that. Not at this level. If you want to do something like that, go play casual. Because that, he's going to be disappointed with that, and he's going to need to hit a regain.
Yeah, that's gonna really hurt for Hiroki there. He has scored a goal though, so, well, at least he has something out of this game. Well, if he really wants to be still the hero of this game, he has to score a hat-trick. Or at least 2 goals, because, yeah, he has made a big mistake and a goal now. But, yeah, it's just unlucky for him that the mistake happened and then the goal happened after as well. Now we are approaching half-time, as you see Ascension Helios with a 1-goal lead, just like last game. They're leading, but definitely is much stronger for Templar Saffron than last game. Much more even game. And, yeah, much more chance now for full Templar Saffron. As you see the ball now from the back wall. Crispy with the shot, FZ with a save. Bree, a little bit of time to work with, tries to get it again. Druben and Crispy both going for it. Now Bree tries to get it. Drazer already going up for it. FZ in the middle, gets beat up by Hiroki. Drazer gets it into the side, but Hiroki is already there on the crossbar. Crispy up for that, but can't manage to get the ball into the goal. FZ now up to the wall. Drazer tries to get it. He does indeed. Now FZ without boost, still gets the ball to the back wall. It's going to the center actually. Crispy, he doesn't really get it out, just pops it up, but Bree helps him with that to get the ball out. Drazer now, can he get it again? He does indeed. From the back wall, FZ going up, saved by Bree. And yeah, it's a much more entertaining game now than game 1. A really even game, much offenses, but still Helios with a one goal lead.
Yeah, Helios have really established that lead early on, which is what they needed to do, while the team's still warming up. Ascension Helios, they came off a scrim against you guys, so presumably extremely warmed up, but in comes the goal and the equaliser is there, and it is the stupid bus that puts it away.
Yeah, it is the Fortnite bus. You just don't hear the horns when he's scoring, but it is Crispy. He is scoring that for full Templar Saffron in the beautiful battle bus. The equaliser, 2-0 it is. And yeah, back in the game, full Templar Saffron tries to get something out of this game, out of this series, losing game 1 against a quite dominant Ascension Helios. And now full Templar Saffron completely back in the series. Great double actually from Druben, completely setting up that goal for Drazo, beating out the defenders. Beautiful done by Druben.
Now, I have a question. Do I have to be biased? Can I be biased? I'm going to be biased. I don't care. I'm happy the goal went in to counteract the bus. That's all I have to say. GG's, I win.
Your hate against the bus is real.
Despise the bus.
Well, now Crispy score again with the battle bus. Now we see the ball into the back. Bree gets it out, gets damaged after though. Crispy gets it to the left side. Drazo there. Into the middle, Druben waiting. As you see Hiroki gets the ball out. The ball into the corner. And we should still see full Templar Saffron still getting a little bit pressured by Helios. Even though they have a 1-goal lead, Helios is still not, dropping back. They still keep on fighting for that 4th goal to get themselves up by 2 goals. 30 seconds to go. Now we see Drazo up. Crispy gets it out. Hiroki into the middle. Tries to get a shot. Easy save for Druben. Crispy there with the button bus. Nearly get another goal, but he can't make the goal. Good save from the Ascension Helios defender. Now Hiroki can't get the ball. Druben beats out his opponent. Now Bree, that's a save against Druben. But looks like this game too is going in favor of Ascension Helios again. They already have a game in hand. 1-goal lead here, 0 second, and the ball dropped down. And it will be Ascension Helios match point for them. And is now full Templar Saffron's task to get back into the series. The only thing they can do is a reverse sweep.
Absolutely, and to be honest, that game was pretty evenly spread. It was, chances came in from both sides. Both sides had multiple attempts on the goal. And if you are FT Saffron now, you need to step it up a little bit and get them goals going. You have to get that accuracy on point, and that is what they are missing right now. The rotation from them was absolutely phenomenal throughout the entire game, pretty much. It is just... yeah, you have to be on it. You have to hit them shots. You get an opportunity, you have to take it. If you don't take it, somebody else is going to.
Yeah, that's true. We have seen a lot of attempts from full Templar Saffron actually. 11 shots, and only 2 of them went in. I mean, it shows like the defense of Ascension Helios, but full Templar Saffron, we haven't really seen the greatest shots from them, to be fair. And they really need to change that here in Game 3. Otherwise, we will be seeing Ascension Helios going with another victory, moving up to the playoffs position, making a real better place for them further on in this season. Because as I already said, this series is so important for both of these teams. It can be do or die in this series. The one who loses here, yeah, you know, they might have a really hard task to get back into the playoff spot. Looks like it will be for Templar Saffron now, who's going to have that really hard task. And then Ascension Helios just, you know, running away with a victory. They are 2-0 up now. Game 3 it is, as you've said. Pushing well upfield. Drazo going for the double. Saved by Araki. Araki now going up for himself. So now see Druben into the corner. Crispy gets it out. Drazo up to the side wall. Bree and Drazo going for it. Drazo getting beat. Hiroki, another miss from him. And well, we have seen already a goal leading from his mistake. Drazo now a little bit awkward. Hiroki into the middle. No one really there as that just clears it out. Tries to get it again. Crispy into the middle. Bray tries to take control. Drazo already there to challenge him. Into the corner. Hiroki against Druben. Druben just decides to rotate away. Drazo with a shot. Easy save for Crispy. FZ just pops it up for his teammate Druben. Druben into the corner. But getting blocked by Crispy. Hiroki up to the side wall. Into the corner. FZ just takes over. FZ tries to get it all by himself. Maybe can get a center to his teammate, but Drazo there now up to the side wall. FZ no boost, so just decides to rotate all the way back. Hiroki into the middle, left side. Crispy can't get a hit with a battle bus. Now we see Drazo into the corner. Gets it again into the middle. A lot of space actually for FZ. And maybe even enough space to score that, but Hiroki just recovers to get that save. But looked like a really open get there from the Templar Saffron defense. I don't know what's happening there, but for Templar Saffron's defense, it's completely gone at this point.
Yeah, that was... Oh, the thing is with this team is they have been incredibly good at their rotation so far during the series. Now, we're noticing the cracks seem to form, and, you know, Hiroki seems to be doing really well. Also, can we just appreciate the way you say Hiroki? Like, I'm in love with it. Can you just... Yes, that can stay. But
Hiroki?
Yeah, what a great name! But yeah, that roster just need... They have to get their defense together to be... Oh, never mind, they shut me up.
Well, we have just talked about his name. I'll just say it again for you. It's Hiroki getting the goal on his name after the pass from Crispy, beating both defenders in the goal. Great shot from him. And well, for Templar Saffron, this could be the start of their reverse sweep. Of, you know, getting this series to their end. It is still possible, definitely, when being 1-0 up in this game so far. We have seen Ascension Helios being a really well team, a really decent team. So, you know, for Templar Saffron really needs to watch out for, you know, not making big mistakes. We have seen some mistakes from them in defense already. So they're really going to be careful with that. But I think this is the first time for them this series. They have a lead. They have half time to go. So it's just interesting to see, can they keep this lead now in this game 3?
I mean, tonight already, we have already seen one team with 2 great players and one, not so great player. We've already seen... Ooh.
Drazo.
That was all I could say. I couldn't carry on because, do you know what? I don't even know why I speak. They just shut me up every time.
Well, I mean, just to interrupt you, we have seen a really good goal there from Drazo. Get an equalizer. But, you know, go on with the story. I was pretty inspired by your story, so go on.
So, we have already seen one, you know...
You keep getting...
Every time! I just want to talk, people! No, so we've already seen one... We saw the series earlier tonight where, you know, Sherry's team... They nearly threw away their 3-0 lead. It is a mountain to climb because they were eventually able to clutch up at the 3-2 point. And at this point, it is a mountain to climb for them. But if they want to do it, they need to do it fast. And they need to get on it. And now the equalizers come in. Is it possible? It's yet to be seen. And, you know, they've only... This is the first time... That was the first time that they've been ahead during the series. A great rotation there from Druben, though. It's the first time they've been ahead in the series, so now we need to... Not in the series, in the game, sorry. So we need to see what they can do, because if they need to do it, they need to do it fast.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's 1 minute, and it is all tied up. We have seen full Templar Saffron for the first time in the lead, but Drazo just shut it down quick after, and well, it is 1-0 now, 1 minute to go. And it could only be 1 goal for Ascension Helios. It will get them the clean sweep. Great for game differential. And of course, getting the game on their end, getting the series on their end, would definitely help them just getting into playoffs. at the end of this season. Few misses now in the offense for Templar. Saffron Crispy now with the shot. It's wide though, a miss there. It is a shot, but it is saved by Drazo. Could be really dangerous, but the shot wasn't powerful enough. And now 30 seconds to go. Full Templar Saffron trying to keep the offense going, but it's still 1-0 in this game 3.
Yeah, 1-0, 20 seconds to go, and we are. It's gonna get down to the wire. This. Are we gonna see it overtime? I really hope so, because overtimes are just the best.
Yeah, we have to see if it's gonna be an overtime. It is 3 seconds. We maybe see a last offense here as Driben pushes the ball upfield. Hiroki lets it drop. Do or die now for full Templar Saffron. Ascension Helios only need 1 goal to save this series, to secure the series with a clean sweep. Now Drazo with the challenge again. Hiroki, as said, now gets into the middle. Not great touch though, as we see Crispy going up for that. A great save though by Drazo. Just, recovering from his teammate's mistake. As F said, pushes the ball outfield. Crispy into the corner. Drazo gets it out. Big boom by him. Now the ball into the corner. Hiroki gets it. Tries to get it again. But F said there. Gets it. No boost for Crispy. Still tries to get it though. Yeah, he can't get another one. As we see now, a little bit of time for the Ascension Helios defense. But looked like not a great touch there from Ascension Helios defender. Now the ball gets into the middle. A little bit of pressure now from the Templar Saffron in this overtime. And yeah, right now it seems like Templar Saffron is gonna take this overtime. And as I say that, it is Crispy with the battle bus stealing his goal from his teammate. But yeah, Hiroki does not matter to him. As you know, it is an overtime goal. It is a win for Templar Saffron, and the reverse sweep is going to be happen maybe.
I still hate that battle bus, even more so now. Just saying. But at least we'll get another game of Rocket League. Can't complain, really, except for the bus. But no, that was, both teams were. It felt very even towards the end of that game, and I feel like if FT Saffron could turn it up from the get-go, from the very, very beginning, then there's no reason why they can't do something good with this. They need to win 2 more games to take the series, and hopefully for us, they might take it to a game 5.
Yeah, it would be a really good show to watch. Another Game 5, another Ascension team in Game 5. We have seen another Ascension team in Game 5 before against Snakebite Venom with Ascension Helios. But this time it is Ascension Helios trying to secure this series in this Game 4. They lost it in Game 3, but they still have all the chance in the world to, make the 3-1 happen, to make the win happen. But you don't want to be in a Game 5 situation where the opponent has won 2 games in a row, really motivated to get a reverse sweep going. Then, your opponents, they have a lot of momentum going into that Game 5. So that's really what Ascension Helios will try to not let that happen. Now the ball up to the side, Driben with no boost, pushes it up to the back wall, it drops down, F-side should be a goal, it is a goal. A little bit of Templar Saffron's defense is crackling there, but great goal, great passing play by Ascension Helios.
Yeah, that was a fairly clean, fairly simple play. And, if you're the defender in the net, I'm not too sure who that was, why is it... Oh, it's Hiroki. Why is he... Why? Why wasn't he quicker? You have to be quick and you have to take them challenges. If you don't, you leave that gap open, and we have just seen what happens when you do that. The goal will come in.
Yeah, definitely it will come. And full Templar Saffron again, losing by 1-0 now in this game. They need to get something else happen. They need to create some offenses. Now Gray is taking over. Driben challenges him. Crispy up to the side wall. Drazo gets it out. Already Crispy there. All the play is now getting played on the left side of the field, on the wall actually. Now Driben gets it to the other side. You see Crispy getting the hit, but to no one. And well, we have seen that quite often actually, that for Templar Saffron, they just get those little hits, but they don't do anything with it. It's not just those, useless hits to get the ball, actually just to your opposition. You don't do anything with it. Now we see a shot, but definitely for Templar Saffron, they need to control the ball more, and well, just do a lot more with the possession they have.
Yeah, it's almost as if the roster is... It's like they're not playing as a team. They're playing as 3 individual players. For example, if I was to go and solo queue, it's like that kind of. That's sort of the vibe it's just giving me, because they're not passing it to each other and they're not capitalizing on it. what they added. I mean, I say that, and then that happens, but they need to be able to play as a team and get that communication up and get innovative. Just get creative. Do something different instead of just trying to break down that wall over and over again, because, you know, it's clearly just not working for them.
Yeah, we've seen some great rotation by the Ascension Helios side. So it's really hard to, you know, break that defense by just, you know, shooting the ball on target. You need to be creative with your plays, getting some passing plays on. And right now, yeah, we haven't really seen it for full Templar Saffron. They are trying, though. I've seen that in the series, but it just doesn't really work out for them. So they really need to be more accurate with the passes. Maybe that's, you know, what they gotta train on. If they're listening this back, you know, try to get your passing plays fluent, and then you can break, you know, your opponent's defense much easier. Now, triple commit looked like, well, a double commit by the Ascension Helios defense. Falling to the corner, Druben getting challenged by Crispy. FZ into the middle. FZ, a lot of time actually, just keeps on going with it. Now, Druben, a little bit of time, pushes it upfield. A little bit of a clear by Bray into the corner. It is back wall. Crispy gets it out. FZ with the ball on the same back wall again. Now Druben into the corner. 40 boost, tries to get it again. Getting challenged by Hiraki though. Now the time is pretty much ticking. We see Bray with 300 ping. Not the moment you want to have 300 ping, being one game down, but the opponent team is in match point. 1 minute to go. This could be disastrous for full Templar Saffron.
Yeah, it could be absolutely the end of the dream here, and it is disgusting. And do you know what's even more disgusting? The fact that Sherry is okay with a Sherry battle bus. That is just wrong. Just no. That's all I have to say.
So, Alex, if you're watching, create a Cherry battle bus. Thank you very much. Now we see the ball getting shot to the goal of full Templar Saffron. The ball is up to the side. Hiraki tries to get a shot up to the back wall. FZ is there already. And now 45 seconds to go. Druben gets it out. All they have to do is to keep their goal clean. Because right now they haven't scored anything for Templar Saffron in this game. If it remains like that, it will be Ascension Helios running away with a victory, getting the victory on their end. And definitely with the second goal, it might be the decider of this series as Drazo gets a second for Ascension Helios.
Yeah, 30 seconds left on the clock, and Drazo is just on fire. That was a great goal, just coming in at the perfect time, just starting it home. He doesn't need to do anything particularly mechanical, particularly special. He just needs to be there to hit it home. And that went really well. And Ascension Helios, look, yeah, game, set, and match. That is it. 3-0, 24 seconds to go. I didn't even get to finish talking. They just don't want me to talk anymore, and I don't blame them, to be honest.
Yep, it is the kickoff. It is FZ scoring that straight after the kickoff. Great kickoff by Drazo, and well, yeah, that is a decider. That is the nail in the coffin to get Helios the win here and to go up to maybe third place in the league. We have seen them in Division 4 the last couple of seasons, but look where they are now. Division 2 it is, and not just Division 2. No, it is playoffs probably. Don't want to say it too early, but they are an incredible team, incredibly improved a lot. And well, great to see them here winning this series. I mean, yeah, it has been a great game by them. It is the 4th series they've won out of 6 series, and that's a great record. 4-2 will probably get them to 3rd place. Yeah, beating full Templar Saffron. You know, that's maybe that's maybe now their playoff dreams ruined, because they are going now 3-3. And yeah, that's not a great record. They need to win the next 2 games to still have a chance of making playoffs. But it's going to be really, really hard for Templar Saffron now. But yeah, congratulations to Ascension Helios. They are the winners of this series. 3-1 it is. And well, again, I predicted 3-1 for Helios, so my predictions, they're just ours, right?
Right, I'm going to have to ask that we stop asking Dennis for predictions, because honestly, this is just a bit much. And it just needs to stop, okay? But I feel like that series was a good series. Unfortunately for Templar Saffron, that last game, they just seemed to drop off. They seemed to have been like, okay, we can come back from this. That last series, they just died off a little bit, and they just showed, it was almost as if they just had no life. And I feel like if you're going to go away now from this, you should just play as a team, just play it, and just try different things. I feel like they had the same playstyle throughout the entire series, and they never really switched it up, tried to go for any demo plays, tried to do anything particularly creative, and ultimately they paid the price because of it.
Yeah, indeed it is. For Templar Saffron, I mean, they've had the chances, but if you don't convert those chances into goals, then in the end, those chances they don't matter. You still lose this series by 3-1. Yeah, it has been, the chances they have been just too easy for the Ascension Helios side to defend. Just the weaker shots, really, that are pretty easy for the Helios defense to save. And for Templar Saffron really need to work on, the passing plays and, banging those shots in. Because with those weak shots, you're not passing a good rotation side like Ascension Helios. Probably they're going into top 3, potentially, going into the Division 2 playoffs. That's, a great performance by them. And, well, yeah, for Templar Saffron, they really need to do something else if they want to get something out of this season still. They have come quite far this season, but losing this one will definitely not help them. Next series, it will be Godal and Salaritas against Ascension Helios next week. So that's a really hard task for them to win it. The first or second place, but the unbeaten Godal and Salaritas are definitely a very, very hard team to beat. And for Templar Crimson, I think they are playing the first place, Primal Esports. So, well, yeah, both a really hard game here, playing against the first and second place. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting how this is going to be, because Ascension Helios, they still have the chance of playoffs, but playing against someone like Godal and Salaritas, they really need to, warm up for that, be ready for that, prepare for that, because that's going to be a really hard task to win that.
Yeah, if you're the Ascension Helios roster now, going against Godalins, geez, that is a big ask. They've both got big games next week. You got to go away. You've got to do your research. You've got to look into it and be like, okay, who can we look at? Who can we, how can we break down their defense? What can we do differently that other teams haven't done? To take that victory, because Godal and Salaritas, they're undefeated right now. They've only played 4 games, but they've won all 4 of them. So you have to look at it and be like, okay, nobody else has managed to do it yet. How can we be the roster that does that? And I think if any roster can do it, this team can. And I think moving forward now, if you're the Fort Templar Saffron roster, you've just got to be like, okay, we'll take the L here, we will take the loss and move forward, because you can't get hung up on this game. You really can't. You've just got to get straight back into scrims, straight back into games, and start working on the issues that we saw tonight. And, potentially, utilizing a coach to look at their actual play and be like, how can we improve from that? But altogether, a pretty great series tonight. All of our predictions were correct. 2 great series on stream, and that is pretty much it from us tonight. Any last words, sir?
No, I loved casting with you. Loved casting this series. So I want to wish everyone a really pleasant evening, and I hope to see you guys on the stream soon.
Now, I will say, I would normally shout out Sherry and say thank you for producing, but just no. It's all I have to say, but just no. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will be back next week with some more Rocket League action in ECC Season 7.